Hi guys, welcome back to Betty's Budget and Finance. Welcome back. Welcome if you're new. Welcome back if you have already subscribed. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. As I promised in the first video on my channel, I told you guys that I would show you how to do some of my cash envelopes. And these look how pretty these are. These are amazing. I'm thinking about offering these in my Etsy store, so let me know if you guys would like to see these in my Etsy store. But they are a matte finish, and I love them. And you can like really see the money. The back side is like the plain. But I want to show you how I done these. I done these using Canva. So I want to show you guys if my iPad will cooperate, and hopefully it's not going to be too bright for you guys. So let me get a new project going. We're going to replace. That's where I was making it. Okay, let me see if I can move some of this to where you guys can see and it doesn't have the glare. I think that will work. Okay, so I am in my Cricut design space. That's where it's easier for me to just do it in here. And so the first thing that I do is I go to the shapes. And on that one, I used the rounded corner shape. I think I'm just going to use a square shape for this one. And so you want to click on the design. Let me see. Let me try and zoom you guys in a little bit, so you can see more of what I'm doing. And then once we get to another spot, I can zoom out. Okay, so I've got that square clicked. Now I want to go to edit, and I want to make sure that the unlock button, I want to make sure that it's not locked, because I want to be able to change my dimensions. I'm going to try and zoom you guys in a little more. Okay. All right. So I want my width to be 6.25, and I want my height to be 3. And so there we go. We've got our height and our width. Now the next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to duplicate that. I'm going to go into edit on this one, and I'm just going to change the color just so that I can see it. And I'm going to hit apply. It doesn't matter what color you put it. And I'm just, I'm not going to do, I'm just going to kind of eyeball it how I want to see it. And now that I've got it centered like that, so I've got the two, I've got my first rectangle and now my second rectangle, and I'm just going to draw a box around them. And then I'm going to come over here to combine, and I think it's subtract that I hit, and then I hit done. So now I have just that outline. Okay, so now the next thing I'm going to do, I'm going to grab another shape, and I'm just going to grab that square again, and I'm not going to worry about what the dimensions are. I'm just kind of eyeballing it, and I'm just getting it like that, and I'm going to pull it all the way across. And I just want to make sure that it'll go all the way across. I'm not really going to do anything with it right now, so I'm just going to bring it back down here. Let me see, what do I want to put for my envelopes? So I done beauty, birthdays. So okay, so now I'm going to go to text, and I am going to do Black Friday. Okay, and I'm going to click done, and I'm going to pull it down, and I'm going to go over here to the font mode or font name, and I have a bunch bookmarked. Now the ones that I've done on this, the text is boho, so we'll just leave it at boho. Now I'm going to take this, I'm going to bring it there, bring my Black Friday down to where I can work with it. Now the first thing I want to do with Black Friday, I want to go to combine, and I want to hit weld and then hit done. And so that makes sure that it doesn't cut out all kinds of little pieces. Now on this, when I put it on to my square here, I can do a couple different things. If I don't want that text sticking up, we'll have it where it doesn't stick up on this one maybe. Now let's kind of get it, and I'm just using the lines that Cricut will give me to let me know that I've got it lined up. I'm going to select them both. I'm going to do combine, and I'm going to hit exclude and hit done. And if I like the way that looks, which I'm not real sure, so I'm going to hit undo. I think I want it bigger. And since, if I'm not wanting it to be in, coming outside of the box, then I just want to make sure that it's in. And so what I can do, I can go to edit. I'm going to go to basic cut, and I'm going to change that color to red. So that way you guys can see what I'm doing there. So now you can see. And I think I like the way that looks. And now I'm just going to circle both of those. I'm going to go to combine, and I'm going to hit exclude and then hit done. Okay. So now I want to take this and I want to center it right here, just like that. And now I'm going to circle all of this, and I'm going to go to combine again. And now I'm just going to say unite. And so now it's going to be where it's going, this will print like or cut at one thing. So let's see what's the next one that I want. I'm just looking at my business. Okay, so let's do this again. And we're going to do shapes. I already done shapes. We're going to go to edit, and I want 6.25 by 3. Okay, and then we are going to edit, or no, we're not. We're going to click on it and hit duplicate. And now we'll hit edit and change the color just so that you guys can see it. And I'm just going to kind of get it somewhere where I think it looks halfway okay. I think it needs to be a little, I think I need to go up just a little bit. And I'm just trying to center it up. And I think I got that one a little, I think this one I done it a little smaller than the other one. So let's maybe make it just a little bit bigger. Probably would help if I did measure and just actually do the thing, but I don't do that. It's too easy. And it makes too much sense. And if you are a subscriber of my other YouTube channel, you'll know that I like to do things the hard way. So now I'm going to circle those two. I'm going to go to combine. I am going to go to subtract, and I'm going to hit done. Now, I am going to need one more, so I'm just going to go ahead and duplicate that, and I'm going to set that out of the way. I'm going to go to shapes again. We're going to get that square again, and again, I'm just going to do whatever size I want, and just whatever I think looks good. And I am going to duplicate that because we're going to need that again. I'm going to go to text, and this time this one is going to say business, and I'm going to hit done, and then I'm going to come right here, but I am going to duplicate this one again too and put it over there. And so now I need to edit, and I want to change the font, and I guess we'll just go back with the boho since that's what we've been doing. And I'm going to where it says basic cut, and I'm changing the color just so that you guys will be able to see it. And again, I guess I want to keep it, we're just going to keep it inside of that. And I've got it lined up. I'm going to circle it again. I'm going to go to combined, exclude, oops, y'all know what I didn't do. I did not weld it. Let me show you guys what happened because I didn't weld it. That way you'll know why you weld it. So when I do this and I go to combine and I go to exclude, You see all these little pieces there? It would cut those, and that's what you don't want. So that's why we're going to go back here to get our business. We're going to go back to combine, weld, and now we're done. Now we can take it up here and get it centered up. Now we'll do that again. We're going to combine, exclude. Now, see, there's not any of those little pieces anymore. And we're just going to line it up on here again. Do that. Combine, unite, done. So this one's ready to print. And so the next one, I want this one to say Christmas. So let's go ahead and say Christmas. And let's go ahead and change the color so you guys can see it. Hit apply, and we're going to go back and we're going to click on boho. It changed my color back. All right. And so now I'm just going to take this and I'm going to put it right there. Oh, y'all know what? I heard somebody hollering at me. I didn't weld it. I heard one of you. All right, so now let's see what we can do. We're going to just make it the size that we think we want it. Get it kind of centered. Circle that again. Combine, exclude, done. Now we're just going to take this, get it right there, and we're going to combine and unite. Okay, so the next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to send it to my Cricut. I will go ahead and get it cut, and I will probably go ahead and weed it, and then I will come back and show you guys the next step on how to do these. So stay tuned. Okay guys, I am back. So I have cut them out and I have weeded them, and I am just going to grab a piece of transfer paper, and this is a piece of vellum that I have here. And so I'm going to take my transfer paper and I'm going to put it right there, and I'm going to squeegee it on really good. And then I take it from the back and I kind of roll it as I go, because you want to make sure that you don't pull up any of those little pieces. And then I just simply put it down onto my vellum. And then when I'm taking it off, look, looks like I got a piece of vinyl stuck on it. Y'all see that? Can't tell if it's under it. There we go. We got it. That could have been bad. So I'm just kind of rolling it, and I'm doing it carefully to make sure. Oh, I didn't get my eye. The dot on my eye. Somebody just said that to me. I heard you. So we're going to get it out now. Maybe. There we go. We got it. Whew, that was close. And let's do the same thing for the next one. I didn't get the eye out on this one either, guys. Man, I'm slacking. All right. Let's try this again. Just squeegee it down real good. And I'm just using the same piece of transfer paper and I've been using this piece of transfer paper for a while now. You can reuse the transfer paper over and over and over. And if you don't have transferred paper, you can use tape, or you can go to Dollar Tree and they have the clear contact paper. You can use that. That works really good. So let's be careful pulling this up again. Just kind of roll it. And we're good. And one more. Just get it like that. And again, I pull it off from the back. just to make sure I don't pull anything up. And then let's press this one down. Okay, so now that we've got that, now what I want to do is I want to cut these out. There we go. And I'm going to put this back on here because I can reuse that. And I'm just going to get my scissors, and I'm not going to cut so much off the top, but I am going to trim around the edges, the sides, I mean, and the bottom. But I'm going to leave a little bit at the top so that after I laminate it, it'll be easier for me to open the envelope. And I'll show you how to do all of that. And you can use a paper trimmer to do this part, but I'm not that good with the paper trimmer. I'm not really good with the scissors either, but I think I'm better with the scissors on this than I am with the paper trimmer. So, and especially since I got this little guide that I can follow, because I can't cut a straight line to save my life. So I'm just using that vinyl as my guide. Just like that. Excuse me, one more. I don't know how many videos a week I will be able to post on this channel because I want to make sure that I keep my regular channel up as well. But I will post at least one video a week for now, and I will try to do 2, but I'm not going to make any promises. All right, let's throw this in the garbage. Now, what I did for my envelopes, let me grab some laminating sheets. So that one is just a regular piece of 3mm, I think it's a glossy, this is laminating, and then this is a 5mm matte. I'm going to set this to the side. What I done on this, I cut this top off where it's the together, and then I cut it at 6.25, and then I cut it into 3-inch sections, so it's just like this. So what you want to do is have your the one that you're actually going to use, you have it open. Now this is the shiny sides are out, and to make the envelope you want to take it like that and turn it on itself. So you want to have the shiny sides facing each other. And then I'm just going to take this and I'm going to line it up, and I can cut a little off that top so that I won't have as much, but I want to have a little bit of this vellum at the top. So I want to just make sure that it's lined up at the bottom. I don't know if you guys can see that. Okay, and then I'm going to put it in here against that top, just like that. So now I'm going to take this, and again I'm going to open it, turn the 2 shiny sides on each other. I'm going to get my vellum. I'm going to line it up at the bottom. Let's trim just a little bit more of this off. This is just the vellum that I'm cutting. So you can see on this side, you can see that it's just about lined up perfectly with that vinyl. Okay, and so I'm going to take this one, and I want to leave enough space to be able to have my tab at the bottom. Okay, and then the same thing with this one. I'm just going to open it, turn the shiny side on each other, and get it down so it's even with that vinyl. And this one I'm just going to put in here like this. Okay, so my laminator is already heated up. So let me just grab it. Let me open this thing up. I need a new laminator so bad because this one's had it, but it still works. All right, I'm just getting it to where that will stay open. So when you go to put this in, you want to be very careful that these don't slide, and you want to put it right into your laminator just like that. And now because these are thicker, I will laminate these. Actually, I'll run them through the laminator a couple times. I'll run them through like this, and then I will kind of cut them apart, and then I'll run them through one more time. Because they are thick, they will, you know, I don't want them to get messed up. I don't want them, see, like this has got a little air pocket in it. I don't want any of that because this right here will be the bottom part of this. And so I don't need an air pocket there. I need it to be sealed good. You know what? I see I had another piece of, sure did, look at that. I had another piece on that one. Oh well, it's okay. So I'm going to cut this one. I'm going to cut it right here. And then this one, I'm going to cut right at that top of this one. So that's a lesson, you know, make sure you pay attention to your, and I'm going to cut a little bit off the sides of this because I'll trim it up a little better once I get it run through the laminator, but for now. So that's a lesson to pay attention to your vinyl. Now what I like to do, I like to take a scoring tool when these come out because these are so thick, and I just like to run it right along that edge just to make sure that it's good and sealed. I'm aggravated with myself for doing that. Oh well, it'll be all right. Thankfully it's mine. I'm just running that along that edge. You probably don't have to do this part, but I just do. It just makes me feel better. And I'm going to do it to this one, and then I will cut them. And sometimes, even after I cut them, I will run them back through the laminator one more time. So now I'm going to go right here, and right along that top edge, I'm going to cut right along that top edge. And so it should be open now, hopefully. Yep, there we go. So let's do these two as well. I'm just cutting right along that vinyl. Let's do it to this one, and then I would do the last trimming. I do that on a paper trimmer. I do not do that by hand. I am not that good. But I'm going to set this right here for 1 second. And so what I do is I get my paper trimmer, and I just line the edge of the vinyl up with this edge here. Let me get it maybe where you guys can see. And then I just cut it. And this one should pretty much be done because of where we lined it up at on the sheet that we'll run it through. Okay, and so now that I've got it like that, I will line it up at the 3 3/4, and then that's what I cut for my bottom. So I'm just going to do the same thing for these. Just lining it up. And that one's already done, and so now I just need to line this up at the 3 3/4 and cut. And one more. All right, so line it up here. Then line it up on this side. And I slung my trimmer blade off. And then line it up at the 3 3/4. I can see I didn't cut that part good. I'll have to trim that a little better. just like that. And now, like I said, I do like to run it back through the laminator one more time. It just gives me a little bit of peace of mind. So we'll just run this back through the laminator, and I'll move my trash to my trash can under my desk there. And let's get that one going. And then you can just kind of squeegee everything down. One more, and we're almost done, guys. I love the way these look. So cute. We just got to punch holes in them. And now we'll grab my hole punch and we will do that. And I've got my hole punch right here. I'm just going to line them up. I never pay attention to the marks. I just kind of I eyeball it and do it myself. So I'm just going to punch it. And mine, I don't have the back on this because this one pin always gets stuck. So that's why it's like that. Just line it up to where it looks even. Punch it. I think I need a new hole punch, but you know, I've learned how to just deal with it. And oh, it didn't stay that time. Wow. Okay. So look, guys, how cute. And let me grab, I think I got some money right here. So I can just take my money, stick it right in there just like that. Ah, so adorable. Let's go, actually, let's just replace the ones that I have in here. So what do we have? Household Beauty. Okay, so let's replace Beauty. Let me get the money out of Beauty and put it into this one. I'm just putting it in there. So there's Beauty. Then we have birthdays. I'm just going to put the money down into it, maybe. If it will let me. Okay. And then we have Black Friday. I'm just trying to get the money in it anyway. Then we have Business. I love these envelopes. They are so cute. And then we have Christmas. And this money does not go in here, so let me take that out. That is for the next cash stuffing. Let me get my Christmas money in there. And there we go. Okay. Oh, I love those. Yes. So now I have to redo all of these. Do I have a household one in this one? Yeah. So let's go ahead and replace this one to say household. And I'm just going to stick this one in here. Okay. Now this one here, I had done it at 6 inches. And that's why you see that it's over. I had to redo it because it was not quite wide enough to hold my money. So these envelopes I'm going to put to the side because I have a whole stack of envelopes that I don't know, I'm really bad about changing out my envelopes. And so these are my envelopes that I'm not using right now. And so I'm just going to find the ones that kind of match these. There we go. And I'm just going to stick them right there in it, because I will come back at some point and use those again, I am sure. So there we have it, guys. Let me know what you think. Let me know if these are something that you would be interested in making yourself, or that you would be interested in seeing in my Etsy shop. But thank you guys so much for watching. Make sure you subscribe. We've got to get up to over 1,000 on this channel as well, and I think I have to have like 1,000 watch hours, or maybe it's 4,000 watch hours. I don't know. Anyway, I just need you guys to help Carol out. Thank you all so much for watching, and I will see you in the next video. Bye, guys.